All right, ready? 3, 2. Welcome to the Runs podcast. We are back again. Me and Nicky. How's it going, Nick? You right?
Good evening, guy. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
What is going on?
Oh, long day today. Commuting at the minute, because obviously down to one car, so I'm doing a bit. I thought it wouldn't hurt with like having marathon mileage through the commuting off the train in Cardiff. I got absolutely drenched this morning because it was lovely summer weather. So that was fun. And then obviously I had a session today, so I done it dinner time because obviously we're recording tonight. So as it's Tuesday, I do my session dinner time as well. So I've had a long, I think I'm up to about 70 miles just for today. So busy day, mate.
Good commitment.
Yeah, well, got to get it done when you can.
Got to. I've had a treadmill installed in the corner of the room I have, so we'll see how many clothes I can pile on top of that now.
See how you can get those clothes back. What,
No,
brand
it's,
new or
no. Amy's gran had one when she came out of hospital to like mobility back, I guess, is it? Yeah. I don't know. I've never been that old yet. But she wasn't using it. It was gathering dust, so we picked it up on the weekend and banged it in the corner. It's quite narrow, it is, so you know what my lumpy footwork is like, so we'll see how that goes. But I banged a run sticker on it, now it's official merch, like.
Official merch, yeah, happy days. I'll boost through the winter now, you training.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's half decent. I don't go close fact on it.
And I'll just bang something on the iPad, and perhaps I'll run for the first half of Red Zone all season. When the NFL starts back.
That's a long run.
I know, I got to do it though. I am seeing all of you lot starting marathon training now. Nicky Bennett and Scott have been very vocal about it on their Strava with their Spanish flags.
Yeah.
I am running a marathon in April, so I need to be ready. Like.
Yeah, and you obviously have got an half marathon in a couple of weeks as well. 7 weeks as well.
Yeah, I'm starting. I'm building up to that slowly, but I ran 2 longer runs than usual on the weekend than I would normally. And then I seen yours and thought, what's the fucking point in this? If he's running 20 topless through the fucking forest without any gels, like, did you take any?
I took the gel this week.
That was a run, mind. Like, it's a big run if you get more than kudos on Strava, and you had quite a lot of comments on your Strava as well after it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a big, huge, the mountain ridge and all the way. Like I run, people don't know where. My stake down the Llan, Clety, shut, and you head across the field then to the mast in Llangain. There's a hell of a climb up, and then there's the Ridgeway Trail all the way back to Caerleon. It's about 10k that loop, and then round Caerleon and down and Park Run. Lovely loop. It was a lovely morning for it, but it's a lot of climbing, yeah.
What's the Ridgeway Trail? Are we talking danger?
No. It's just that's what it's called because it's like it's at top of the ridge across between. You've got the Garw Valley that side and Llanby Valley this side, and it's the ridge through the forestry basically. It's just a fire road. It is. It's not a real trail. It's a fire road. But it's just called the Ridgeway.
Oh, okay, cool. Finished with Park Run.
I done Park Run and then jogged down. Obviously, yeah.
Do you know who loves my Stig Park Run now?
Who loves it now?
Yeah.
Well, lately he's up there loads. I've seen him up there back to back weeks. Billy and Aled.
I know, fair play.
Yeah.
I messaged Aled, I said, you love Park Run now, don't you? And he said, as long as we're getting people running in it, as long as the boys are going running instead of having hangovers on a Saturday morning, job done, innit? So,
yeah, he was running with Billy, pacing Billy to whatever his session was.
Billy got in? What's Billy got coming in?
I don't know. He's training, no? He's getting the miles in, running.
No, we know.
He's been there the last month, I think. Billy, every week.
Yeah, he was there for the birthday, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But I thought they were just rocking up for the birthday party because it coincided with... Did that coincide with Aled's stag, or was that the week before?
I think it was the week before.
But yeah, excellent to see him out running anyway. Good work.
It was.
Speaking of running... Obviously, an episode dropped after this event, but we haven't spoke to anyone. We haven't recorded a podcast since the Tonopandi Track Classic.
No.
What an event they put on. Fair play.
Yeah.
We had the weather. The weather's important, isn't it? But we had the weather. But people are so fast.
Yeah, it was quality, wasn't it? It was good to see some racing like up close, literally stood on the track watching it, even though from the kids' races, some great performances from them youngsters, all the way up
Yeah,
to the elite boys then, with Fiers going in the K effort, and then Jake and Dav in that 5K. That was a hell of a race.
yeah. And thanks to everyone to give us some time as well.
Yeah.
That was nice of you. Always nice to catch up with Jake, fly in, see, and Dav, 20 years old.
Yeah.
He's cooking. We can see what happens with him. You don't want to make him the Wayne Rooney of a generation, innit? But 20 running like that, God knows what's going to happen where that goes. So well done to everyone involved in Tornapandy Track Classic.
Yeah.
And hopefully next year's bigger and better.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I say, it was a good night. Weather helped. Good stuff on. James T on the mic, commentating on the races, quality, a bit of music on. Decent amount of people there watching. Thought there may be a bit more, but first one now, hopefully, like I say, it'll get bigger and better now.
Yeah. Do you smell that smell?
Which smell?
Rodents are everywhere. Loads of them.
There was
it was nice to catch up with them and see them. Nice to catch up with Bishy and Bull and meet some of the others as well.
Yeah, there's loads of them. They always fair play. They do loads of events. They're always in numbers. There's millions of them, as we say, everywhere. Because what did you put on that post? You're never more at a track event. You're never more than
never more than 2 meters away from a road. That's what they say in it. You're never more than 2 meters away from a rat in London, is it, or wherever? But yeah, apparently in track events, you're never more than 2 meters away from a Ponty rodent.
In any race.
That brings us on to nicely where we'll probably bump into a couple more of them this weekend. Oh no, before we get on to this weekend, last weekend on the Sunday, I went to the We Run Wales event down in Neath where we ran round the knoll, and they had they'd hooked up with how do you say it? Normal with two ends in it.
Normal, yeah. Ian Johnny's part of it, isn't he? He's like the main.
It's double M because it means no normal.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so that's what the first N is for. I don't know anything about trail shoes, but I only twisted my ankle once on a really traily kind of course, so that is good news for him. But Arwell has been through 2 pairs, I think, and he's always on a trail, so if they're good enough for him, they're good enough for anyone. But I think We Run Wales, brilliant events. Another class one in the knoll. I didn't know the knoll was so big.
Yeah, I was gutted I missed it. Obviously, didn't have the car the weekend. Liam was working, so I couldn't get down. And obviously, he was already over there. I couldn't ask him to come and get me all the way to come back. But yeah, gutted I missed it. It looked a nice one. It's always like the one we went to up here was good group of people in there. You know, it's always chilled.
Yeah.
Looked a nice route to done, a few loops in there. Yeah, I would have liked to try them on because Mark Emery got them. He's used them a lot in this year's BCRL. And he said they're decent.
They grew on me. I know obviously they trail, so the colourways are trail colours to get muddy in it. Yeah, so they weren't they're not in your face enough for me. But, like I said, if I only twist my ankle once in them, then fantastic.
You probably wasn't on big heavy trails. I thought it was doing there, just sort of gravelly, bit of mud during there, was it? Probably wasn't big, deep, heavy trail.
Oh, I was fine on the gravels and stuff like that. I twisted my ankle on a scene from Jurassic Park. It was like the tree roots were like busting through the floor. It was still muddy everywhere. It was all downhill. I'm glad I twisted it at the top because if I tried running down there, I wouldn't have any ankles. They'd be gone. Yeah. Really, really good, really enjoyable, and a nice group of people as well. So We Run Wales, thank you very much. And we always share this stuff anyway, but try and get on one of their runs if you can. Happy with that?
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't hear me or something.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I could just nod in my head.
Good. This weekend we are doing more mileage. My car's having a tune-in from this podcast. But we're quite local this weekend. Cardiff, innit? Down in Cardiff.
Cardiff
Boot Park. Podium 5K. Home Nations. Race A, Race B. And then women and men's elites, is it?
That is how it is, yeah. I did race lists today through on emails. I'm in the race B. First race, R5.
Yeah. How do they pick these then?
It's gone on your times where you put in your predicted time for the 5K. So
How's Scott Gray in a race before? How is Scott Gray in a high race?
I'm guessing they ranging from probably like 17 minutes up to maybe a 19-minute, sort of 20-minute runners. It's one race. Then they've got race A is probably below 17 to probably 15:30, maybe 15 low. And then you've got elite women and elite men are obviously quicker than... I think it's 15:30 and 16:30. It was 15:30 men to be elite. And then 16:30. But then Mark Varan didn't get put in the elite. He's in the normal B race with Nicky Bennett and Mark Henry. So
perhaps it's stacked.
Oh, it is. There's loads. There's hundreds in each race. It's huge.
Is it?
Yeah, there's about 90 to 100 in each race. I think it's 130 in the elite men's. It's huge.
How much pay to enter that?
Tenner.
See, that's it. That's better. This is racing. Like, you don't have to pay all the
podium. That's where they are really good. They do these events all over the country. They're making this the home nations again. It's just getting good top runners out because they'll be stacked on there. Like, we've seen some good boys and women at Tonopandi. This will be ridiculous. Like last year, I think that in the men's race, the top 15 went under 14:10, and it was one in 13:39. So it's nuts. It's going to be rapid. Yeah.
Our resident doctor, James Hennigan, is racing this time, not pacing.
He is.
That'd be nice to see.
He's Wales, and Team Wales. Yeah. There's obviously your own nations and his other teams like Podium, Adidas. They've got a few clubs, haven't they?
England got a team, and Oxford got a team as well.
Yeah, because they just obviously picked 4 for England, and then clubs have entered themselves as well, a team.
So basically, if we strip it right back for the people on my level that are listening, you were probably in the front pen of your race, and then Scott Gray might be the back pen of his race then, is it?
He's in the same race as me.
He's in the same race now, is he? I thought he was in the other race.
No, he's in the same race. We're starting at 5:30. Yeah, I'm guessing, I don't know. I've looked on it. There's a few people I know that are a little bit quicker than me. There's a few not as quick as me previously, but yeah, it'll be, I'm guessing, a mix of like around 17-minute runners, maybe up to 19 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the next race, then you've got the boys, Nicky, Matt Varan and I, who are like obviously sub-16ers, but there may be some in there not quite as quick as them. So yeah, there's in the 2 open races, it is mixed, so it's men and female around them times. And then it's only then you've got elite women and elite men's race at the end. So it starts at 5 first race. And the elite men's, I think, is 7 o'clock. So they're just like every half hour.
Quite sharp event, isn't it? Bam, bam, bang, done.
It'd be non-stop, like, yeah. It'd be good. It'd be just constant racing going round there. Because it's a 1 mile loop around the bottom field in Boot Park. Is it called Cooper's Field? I don't know. The bottom one.
Yeah.
Castle.
Where the fireworks are.
Don't know. Never seen the fireworks, but
behind the castle. Okay. It goes behind the castle there.
The lower bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be a good night, and hopefully can run fast.
Yeah, boy. I'm looking forward to it. I just like taking photos of fast people as well. They come up with the facials are great. I like getting up in people's faces and getting good facials. I don't care about your leg.
Seeing the pain of 5K causes.
Exactly. Good. We'll be down there. That's all the racing we've done. We're going to be doing. And the week after, we're going to be in Swansea Bay, but we'll speak about that next week. And this week's talking point from triathlon was Alex Yee. His celebration. A split opinion, and I'm not up for it.
He wasn't happy with him, was he?
But I don't know. Not that I'm not happy with it. I love that kind of stuff. But why is he only just started doing it? Isn't it? He's won a gold medal, but he won in Tokyo. He won silver, so he's obviously an accomplished triathlete. Why is he only getting beefy now? What's the point? You needed a gold medal to stand behind, or I don't get it.
Was something said between them during the race after Tokyo? But they looked all right after Tokyo. Paris, they were all chummy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they like, I think Butler or someone said in the Sunday Club group, or Tom, can't remember who, are they just doing it to like, I think Tom called him a dick actually, agreed with you. Are I think someone said, like, is he just doing it, like, are they trying to purposely cause or make something out of it to, like, try and get more eyes on it? Like, sort of
Yeah.
with the 1500 boys having a bit of beef, but theirs is genuine, isn't it? Because they both spoke about it. And
Yeah, exactly. They don't like each other.
no. But well, that's going to be good. They've all going to, the top four going to be in Diamond League, isn't it? In Lausanne in the beginning of September.
Ah, very
The
good.
top
Very
four from the Olympics, so that'll be a dust up again.
I know. I messaged Goose yesterday to see if his tortoise wanted to come in the podcast, but he didn't reply.
He's right. Probably a busy man.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't ask.
But he looks like the kind of guy that he does look like the guy that kind of guy that would answer DMs.
He does, yeah. Maybe he will get
does.
because we don't ask, you don't get.
You don't ask, you don't get. Exactly. Right. Yeah. So that's all we've got to catch up. This week we have got a new guest, Tammy Fry. Tammy Fry from Newport, Caerleon Way. She'll run 5K, she'll run 50K. She does not give a shit. Let's find out why, is it?
Yes. Caerleon Running Club, innit? She runs for.
There we are, Caerleon Rugby Club. Running Club. Rugby
Not
Club, like I said then. I don't know if she's talking rugby.
Not going to come on, yeah. You're getting the leg egg.
No. Let's see if she's ready, is it?
Go on, then.
All right, boys and girls. This episode is supported by Racked. Are you looking to gear up your club with some custom, high-quality kit? Whether it's socks, t-shirts, vests, tri-suits, or bike apparel, Racked has got you covered. With Racked, you can create fully custom kit for your club, designed just the way you want them. The bespoke, in-house design service allows you to bring your ideas to life. Whether you're a running club, a cycling club, or a triathlon club. And it's not just about style either. Rack delivers high-performance gear, perfect for all your training and racing needs. Ready to get started? Drop them an email on info@racked.online and kick off your custom design today. Welcome back. We have been joined by Tammy Fry. Tam, thank you very much for your time. How's it going? You okay?
I'm good, yeah. Thank you for having me.
That's all right, no problem.
Pleasure.
Have you been out for a run today?
I haven't yet. I've been in work all day, so I'm hoping to get one in at some point.
Yeah, let's get this show on the road then, is it?
Yeah, very good.
So, Tam, as we always do, obviously we are where we are now, 2024, but if we throw it all the way back to school, was exercise and sports a big part of your life in school?
Running wasn't. I enjoyed swimming, so I used to do swimming.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed PE, but no, it wasn't a huge part of my life really. Yeah, just enjoyed doing it when I had to do it, basically.
Yeah. So no team sports or anything outside in clubs or anything?
No, I did a bit of netball. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
No way. All right, cool. So when did you start running then?
I have a daughter. She's 8 now, so I started running after I had her. I did like a little bit to keep fit in the gym, but I never really got into running as such. I hated it. It was just a way to lose calories. Yeah, and then couldn't afford the gym after having my daughter, so I started taking up running.
Yeah.
And then someone got me to join a club, and so just carried on from there, really.
Yeah, a lot of people like first. They don't like it at first. A lot of people don't like running at first. It does take a lot. With some people, it just clicks. For some people, it can take. I've seen a good few things on Instagram today. Ken Ryder putting up about it's just about keeping at it and keeping going, and then you finally, I think it clicks, and people like, well, it's huge now, isn't it? But then I think it finally gets you, and well, like you get addicted.
Yeah, it needs to be part of your routine, I think, and then you make friends, I guess, and then
social side.
Yeah. Probably it's a bit like broccoli, you know. You just got to keep eating it because it's good for you until you're like, oh, actually, like, you know, I've had this so many times. I just like, you know, broccoli. Broccoli is the running vegetable. I don't know. So, yeah, so same club as you're in now, Caerleon?
Yeah, same club.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's very local as well. I live in Caerleon, so I just got to run down the road when there.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you come about joining them? And did you just go and find it yourself, or through a friend, or?
No, through a few friends. My one friend, she's a very good runner, and she convinced me to join. At that stage, I hadn't done a huge amount, but I was roughly about 10k, kind of was like comfortable. So I
Yeah.
went with her, but she was faster than me, so it was a bit of a struggle trying to keep up with her in club. And then, just made more friends throughout it. Yeah, been there for like nearly 8 years now, so yeah.
That's a long. Everyone's quite new to running, isn't it?
Yeah, I think after COVID, wasn't it? Everyone started then.
Big boom during and after, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nick, you've been running for 8 years as well now.
Yeah, about that 9 years.
Why is it? It's just growing, isn't it? And like I said, it has had that massive boom since COVID as well, because it was the only escape from the house and everyone's screaming. But so 8 years with them now, and you were just social running at that point. Then that's when you started, because you run a lot now. It is part of your lifestyle, and you run more than most people I see on Instagram, I'd imagine. So what happened? Where's the change in like mind or mindset, stuff like that? Was it when you started racing as well?
Yeah. So my first race that I signed up for once I joined the club was the Newport Marathon. Because it was new to Newport, and I just thought I fancied giving that a go. Didn't really like the short, fast races, so I wasn't really interested in the 5Ks and 10Ks. And so so I did my first marathon after joining the club, and didn't have a clue really. Like I did a couple of long runs before it. So a few people in club kind of helped me along and learn how to train a bit better for marathon. And then after that, then I did Cardiff Half then, and then I did Snowdon. And I think after doing Snowdon marathon, that really changed it. Then I really started enjoying it and wanted to do bigger races and more of them and stuff.
Yeah.
So
how
long after like starting to run in Newport was it? Was it like a year, 6 months?
I started in, I think it was the April, I think March, April-ish, and then I ran it then in the following April.
Like within a year, straight into a marathon.
Yeah.
Good start.
Yeah. I think I PB'd in every distance on that race.
I'm running my first marathon in April now. So what mistakes did you make in that first 12 months that I need to avoid making between now and April?
Going off too fast, I think. I PB'd in my half marathon, my 10K on that race. The race went well. It was my first marathon, but I think I've learned to kind of slow it down a bit, pace it a bit better, not get too excited, and hydrate better. Fuel better. Like before, I didn't really fuel that well before racing, or during the race. Whereas now compared to what I was then, my fueling is completely different.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sorry, I have a cat.
Good cat. Our first cat.
Yeah.
I think that's improved massively as well, and I think there's more knowledge around fueling and calories and what your carbs you need to intake more. Because it's the same with me. When I started 8-9 years ago, there was no real information on it, or I was very new to a club, and there was no real. You need to be taking this amount per hour, and it's I think that's evolved massively as well, and that's more. You can stay on top of them more now with your gels, are more easily readable. You've got a lot of options. They're not cheap, but there seems to be more range to now, and more nutrition. Like we talked to Phil last week about a few things to me about nutrition and things, and I think people are more knowledgeable of that as well, and nowadays than I'd say even then 8 years ago when I started.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't have a clue.
And training as well, not just leaving it to the race day.
Yeah, exactly. During the build up.
Yeah, practicing it. Really, you've got to practice your eating as much as you've got to practice your running, haven't you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's become an obsession for you now, Tam, right? And so the learning do you enjoy the learning side of all that as well? Understanding the fueling and everything alongside the learning to run the entire package, like, or is any of it a chore?
No, I think I enjoy it all. I'm not very great. Like, I can't cook. Like, I need to cook in to my husband. So in the way of like food and stuff, I can't be a bit lazy sometimes. In that sort of way. So that, I guess, the nutrition side of it doesn't interest me as much as the actual sport, like running.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely got more interested in it as time's gone on because I've had to, especially like with building up the mileage.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
what was your first marathon time?
3:46. So yeah, just missed out on the good for age by like a minute.
You're like Lizzie 2.0. That's fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it was just really enjoyable. I just had no expectations. I just kind of ran, and I was hoping to finish it under 5 hours. So like, it went better than I expected.
Just a bit.
You could have gone round another half.
Yeah.
Blinking, eh? What's your marathon time now?
So I did Newport this year in 3:32. So
But that's a big jump in it, like when you're running at these paces anyway.
Yeah, I do find Newport is like quite flat. It's flat, so people like it. But I find it quite a lovely marathon because there's no crowds really. And like I think I had about 5 miles where I didn't even see another runner. So like it's really hard to keep the pace going, especially around local rain like lanes that I run a lot.
Yeah.
It was quite like grueling at times.
Yeah.
So I've got London next year, so I'm hoping like the crowds and more people, maybe I can push it back to 3:30.
Yeah, that'd be a great barrier to get under that. Like I say, yeah, those crowd adrenaline there should, well, if you're in good form, obviously things can happen and then injuries or bad build up, but yeah, you'd think you got a chance of getting under that up there. Like I say, I think it was the first year, and I found it monotonous, and I got gapped, and I was on my own for miles and miles, and it's hard.
Yeah, they changed it this year as well, so it was 2 laps. So like yeah, it was a lot more boring.
Even more boring.
We done the half at the start of the year, didn't we? Which one did we do? The Admiral one at the start of the year.
That's totally a separate event, isn't it?
Is it?
I love that half. That's probably one of my favourites.
Do you know what?
I didn't like it. Like all the back streets and little alleys, and it was really weird. Obviously, I didn't know where I was going, so yeah, it was a bit. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah,
my head
went down. TV that race.
Is it?
We read that back in Cardiff. Yeah.
It is a fast one, though.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that fast. There's a couple of horrible little climbs up the back end. Yeah.
That's where I lost my gel. That's where everything went tits up.
For you, yeah.
On the
boardwalk.
I went to grab my last gel and it was gone, and then my head just went to pieces. And it's so far, like you come back into the city, don't you? And you're like, oh, you can hear the crowds, and you're like, nearly done. Great. Then you got to go over the bridge, and then you've got to run to the other bridge if you need to come back across. And that gets smaller and smaller. It's meant to get bigger, but it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. And then my head went there then. And you get over the bridge and it's still so far to go as well. They need a disclaimer, like on that corner, they have to someone should be able to sign saying there's still quite far to go. But I ran it quite a short. I was only about 8 minutes off my PB from 4 stone ago though as well, so it must be quite fast. But yeah.
Yeah, you ran well there, and a lot of the boys ran well there.
Yeah. It was a nice day as well, wasn't it?
It was a lovely morning this year. It was nice.
But my highlight was it wasn't closed off or anything, was it? And you know the wooden bridge or the wooden part of the deck in the boardwalk or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I was coming over there in like such a massive group, but there was like an old woman and her husband just out for a walk. And they were just pinned against the wall for ages, just with runners coming past. So God bless them for waiting for everyone. But it was a nice one. But this is about you, Tam, not about us, not about me. So You don't like the shorter distances.
No, I'm trying at the moment.
I
I
seen
got
you
Cardiff
tried
10K.
this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got Cardiff 10K coming up. And yeah, I did Port Call. I
You
ran
did
that.
do Porthcawl. I seen you in
Yeah.
Porthcawl, didn't I?
Yeah, saw you there. It ran that much better than I expected. It's just grueling. Like, it's hard trying to do an uncomfortable pace. I guess I'm just not used to that feeling of not doing a steadier pace.
Yeah, because
10K's hurt.
Yeah.
no, I know it's mad though, isn't it? Because like from me, I'm like, why wouldn't she run a 5 or a 10K when she done a 50K ultra the other day? Like, but it does. I guess I'm learning myself along the way. This is just an educational journey for me. But those 5 and the 10Ks, when you're running 3:46 marathons, have got to be fast and hard as well, and it's taking more. I've noted. We went down to Tonopandi Track Classic on the weekend and watched them running in like for 13 minutes.
I heard about that. It looked good. Yeah.
Oh, it was fast running, Nick. It was ridiculous.
Like 65 seconds lap or something they were doing. It was just like they're back again. Like it was, that was another level again. Like to see that so close up.
But you're working on the 5 and 10s as well. You normally do the buggy, do you, or for the park? Because you go to park run a lot, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I get there when I can. And yeah, I do it with a buggy. But I just thought, I think 2019 was the last time I put like an effort into a 5K park run. So I was like, I just need to do it. And yeah, like it's just I enjoy it, but it's just a very different feeling. And running with a buggy is nice because I feel like you've got an excuse. If it doesn't go well, you can just stop.
A bit more controlled, and I've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't tell running with a buggy.
Yeah, I bet it is. It must be weird because you just so used to like the motion. To have to either 2 or 1. It must be weird.
Yeah, and you try and get faster, but he's getting heavier.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Mine
would be just heavy with snacks on top of the buggy as well. It would just be an excuse for me to have snacks as well. But okay, cool. So, what is your favorite distance then?
Marathon, I think, is probably still my favorite distance.
Yeah.
Just like when you get across that finish line, there's like nothing quite like, I don't know, the feeling of accomplishment, I guess. Like I do still get it with the shorter distances, but I don't know, it feels different.
That's what everyone says, isn't it? That's what everyone has said. That's the reason I'm running a marathon now, is because everyone that comes on says, you've got to run a marathon.
Yeah.
Just for that feeling when you get over the line. And I seen a post yesterday where they said the medal in the marathon is earned during the training. You just pick it up after the race, isn't it?
Yeah. I really enjoy the training for it as well. I really enjoy having that structured plan. So yeah, it's not just the race even for me, it's the whole training block, which I also really enjoy.
Yeah. You must have had a lot of different training blocks this year then, if you started with Newport Marathon at the start. This year or last year?
Yeah, this year, yeah.
And then you've got these 10Ks and you're working towards as well.
Yeah.
And you must have, what was the block like? Let's talk about Race to the Stones now. Since I seen that for the first time 3 years ago, maybe, Nick, I said I've got to do that one day.
I think it was before that. We've mentioned it.
Yeah.
Just they're back and we've mentioned one day doing it. It was a good while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, yeah. And then once I seen you were doing it, I thought, right, we got to get Tammy on to hear more about this, because, like, have you trained? You trained for that, obviously, as well. But what's it like? How do you train for one of them?
So because I had Newport Marathon so close, I just kept my mileage up, to do the ultra. Yeah. And because I wasn't doing it for a set time, I just wanted to do it. I was doing it with some other friends who'd also signed up for it. Yeah, so we kind of did it together. So I didn't specifically do ultra training for it. I just kind of kept my mileage up and did a few longer runs still. So I didn't. The one thing I didn't do was I didn't practice eating while running, like actual food.
Actually eating.
Yeah. So at the pit stops, I kind of snacked on crisps and nuts and stuff, nothing too bulky. And that worked okay. But yeah, I think if I was going for maybe 100k, I would definitely practice like the fueling on the run. Get better.
It's totally different. I've only ever done one, and it was around 50k, and I'd never again. For me, the Vale Ultra, I absolutely hated it. But yeah, because like I watch a lot of the trail and ultra seas like Caerleon and the Western States, and like they're proper eating, and like when they stop. I was Leadville 100 this week, and I was watching a lot of Matt Troy stuff, and like they're proper like sitting down having meals, and they during their pit stops. Yeah. It's supposed to be when you're out there for a long time like this. You need that in you.
Yeah. I guess like it is a slower pace. Like to a marathon, it's a very different pace to that. So yeah, I feel like there were people like eating sandwiches and meals and stuff. The thing I found hardest with it was doing like trail for that long. Because the footing was quite difficult. It was quite narrow footing. I got quite big feet, so like I fell actually twice in the run. Proper like head over heels. Because the footing is just quite hard to watch all the time.
Yeah. It's all right, Tom. I fall on the tarmac. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I do fall everywhere. Like I fall walking up my steps sometimes. My ankle just gives way. But I don't know what's going on. Ever again then, Tom? What's like, or did you just have to, you doing it with your mates and wanted to get it done and ticked off, or?
That was my initial plan, yeah. I thought, like, I don't really like doing stuff on my own. I was like, right, I want to do an ultra. I want to do it before I'm 40. I'm 40 next year, so I was like, let's get it done now. But actually, no, I think I would like to do 100k at some point, maybe next year. I don't know. But yeah, like I enjoyed the 50, but I think probably next time rather than doing another 50, I think I'd probably go for 100.
Why?
Yeah. Challenge again.
Yeah, that's so far, like, isn't it? But that's over 2 days, isn't it?
Well, you can choose. It's always in one.
Yeah, you can split into 2 days if you want to, or you can do it all in one go. I would definitely do it all in one go. I couldn't imagine getting up the next day and then going again.
I think I do as hard as it would be.
That's true, yeah.
And like through the night or whatever, but I don't think, because I've said the same with long course weekend, I think in a way it could be harder than Ironman. Because you like every night you stop, next day you get up to run or swim. I think I might want to just get it done. Just keep going. Try out.
Yeah.
I don't know. How long is 50k? How long did it take you to do 50k?
Just over 6 hours, I think it was.
Yeah. Because if it's on a long course weekend, it's maybe, I don't know. You're probably right with that as well. What about triathlon as well, Tarman? Eventually, if you like swimming, you used to like swimming.
Yeah, I like swimming. I've never swum in open water though, so I don't know what I'd be like in open water. I'm not great on the bike. I can cycle. I had a stress fracture a few years ago, and I did quite a lot of cycling then. So I've done like up to 80, 90 miles on the bike before. But I'm just not. I'm not great at it. Much better runner than I am cyclist. So I think I probably would, but maybe when the kids are older. It's just a lot of time.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot, and it's a big step up to commit something like that. Yeah, it was.
Especially if you want to compete, which I imagine you would want to compete as well, Tam. You're not going like. Yeah. There's a difference between going out to compete it and going out to compete it as in the best time and best ability, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had boys come on that have done triathlon, and it's almost like a second job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like time on the bike is so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm boring, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what puts me off it. That just thinking of hours on a bike, it just stuff.
In Welsh weather as well.
Yeah.
Not yet.
The swimming in the open water is when we done a sprint run down Barry obviously years ago, and I was down that beach the other day. We went in and practiced open water just the day before, and I had a panic attack as soon as there was nothing under my feet, and I couldn't get to the bottom without my head being above the water. But then I was down that beach last week. We were walking the dog down there, and the tide was out, and it was like, now I could see it. It's like, it's not even that far down. It wouldn't take me long to get back up. Like, it was just that there was nothingness, and it's black and it's dark, and especially the water's that water's right next to the steelworks.
Yeah.
You can't see your hand above the water. But you'll be fine. Have a go in it. What's the worst that can happen?
Maybe.
One day.
Yeah. So, yeah, you've done like 5Ks, 10Ks. Have you PB'd in everything this year? You PB'd in 50K, right?
Yeah, I got my 5K. I haven't got a 5K PB this year yet. I did. I was pretty close the other day. I think I was like 3 seconds off my 5K PB. So I think I have to try that again.
Yeah.
And yeah, same with the half marathon. I've got Cardiff. But yeah, I haven't raced a half marathon properly for quite a few years now. So yeah, so I'll give that a go. But yeah, marathon and 10K both PBs this year. And Ultra X is my first one, so
yeah, of course.
PB.
What about another 10K PB? Don't card it now?
Yeah, I always go for it, it's new. I wouldn't be completely gutted if I didn't get a PB, to be honest, because like I haven't long had one in Portugal, so I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, if I could get a similar time, I think it's probably flatter than Portugal.
I think so.
Yeah. So maybe.
Have a go.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah.
The worst thing happened, the wheels come off and you're home. You know, we all still get a medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I work harder than all of you.
I ran with a pacer for the first time in Portugal, which I've never done before. And
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they stress me out. I just can't get my head around understanding how they can pace people, but we'll be fine. What? So this year now you've got any marathons left?
No, not till London next year.
So Cardiff 10K, Cardiff half.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I got Scenic 7. I got like little races, and then I'll do cross country then in the winter.
Nikki likes a bit of cross country as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's like a bit of cross. It's good. Like I say, it's the right time. Seeing that I got Valencia Marathon. It's just it might be. I might not be able to do as many, but beginning of next year I'll be into it again. Yeah, I do like it. Good. It's totally different racing, and it's don't look at your watch. Just race the people in front of you.
I think I'd fall over if I looked at my watch.
Yeah, you can't. Good point. He'd be gone.
I would. Do you know what? It's far for you, isn't it? Because you're quite far away from us. But you'd enjoy the Richard Burton 10K. That's a challenge as well down in town.
I think that was one of my first races after having my son. I loved it.
It's the best 10K.
I might do that again this year.
I done it blind. And when we come round, like I'd never done it before, and I come round the corner and everyone was going up the hill, like it was like the stairway to heaven, really. It's just heads going up and up and up and up. I thought they must have all gone the wrong way. There's no way this route can take us all the way up there. But it did take us all the way up there, and it was grim. But I did enjoy it. It's my favourite.
I never look at the race before I race it, as in the elevation and stuff. I'd rather look at it to the day. So I'm saying, I didn't have a clue. I knew there was like some beer or something halfway, but I was like, I got it.
I was like, do not give me that. Stay away from me with that. You didn't look at it. Look, you didn't look at the elevation with a hurry or anything.
No, I try not to too much. I generally know a rough idea just from chatting to people, but I'd rather not know because I think I just run better.
Yeah.
Whereas if I know what's coming, I tend to pull off a bit. So
panic and worry about the hill, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's mad. Excellent. And then next year, anything? You got London, obviously. I've had a nightmare with London. I'm doing Manchester now. I applied for London. I even paid for the jacket to double up my chance to get. You got in for good for age, have you? Or
Yeah.
I paid for the jacket. Thought, I'll pay for the jacket now. They'll definitely let me in, innit? Double it up. And then they were like, "Oh, sorry, you didn't get in." And then I booked Manchester as well because Manchester were refunding anyone that could the same day. So Manchester were refunding anyone that got into London through ballot. But my brother booked it as well, and he's only been running for a year as well. So I thought, that'll be good anyway. We'll just both go and have a hit out in Manchester and enjoy and get some bee tattoos after it or something because we've been up in Manchester. And then London offered me a charity spot as well, and through one of the charities. But then I thought that's going to get raised anyway. The spot is going to go to somebody else. So it was a tough decision, but I decided to do Manchester in the end with my brother, because then we can both do it together and experience it together, and pray to God I send in a better charity application next year, because if they enjoyed it this year, they'll enjoy it more next year. That is my plan.
I do really fancy Manchester. I know quite a few people that have done it, and I was tempted to do that. But I got my good for age, which was from before I had the baby, so I need to use it either this year or next year. So
able to like roll it on.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, you've done London before, though, haven't you?
I did, and it didn't go to plan, which is why I want to do it again.
Right.
Demons to slay, have we?
Yeah.
Back to
What happened?
I cramped up at mile 20. I don't know whether it was, like, I normally wear a hydration vest, so I didn't for London. I think I probably didn't drink as much the day before as what I normally do. And I kind of relied on drink stations, and I just massively cramped up at mile 20. So I had kind of power walk for the last 10k. Every time I tried to run, my calves just like completely cramped up. It was horrible.
Yeah,
it was safe to run. Like, the atmosphere was incredible. For a race to go wrong, it was definitely that one, because it was still an amazing race. But,
if you're camping up in the empty lanes of Newport, you're just turning around and walking home, I
I think I just walked off. That happened in Newport.
Where's the needless leap? Someone picked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are the kids, Tom, if you don't mind me asking?
I got an 8-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy.
So we've got a lot of racing left to do as well, and a lot of running before we switch to the bike and the wetsuits and everything as well, and more ultras and more relaxed racing, more relaxed running. Over the next, while the kids are growing up now, any like big goals, big aspirations in running?
Yeah, I would really like to get a sub 3:30 marathon, so I think I probably will keep trying for that. But no, I think apart from the ultra, doing the 100k at some point, I think. So I would like to do like a couple of different marathons, like maybe Amsterdam, or some. I don't want to do Newport again. I've done that now 5 times. I'm done with Newport. Maybe Edinburgh or something, like do a few different ones.
Well, Edinburgh was a shit show this year, apparently, when we had Kelly Ruck on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We fancy doing Amsterdam as well.
I always fancied Edinburgh, but after this year, it put me off a bit. And we've mentioned Amsterdam before, haven't we, Gar? We've spoke about that one, maybe going up to that, because that's a later in the year one, isn't it? Sort of a fall one. September.
Yeah, and it finishes in the stadium, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's it's that 3:30 then, and just more like similar to what you said before, Nick, I guess, is ones you can tie in family trips and stuff in as well, then, is it? That kind of thing? Or are you worried about it in at 3:30 and then there's a new time?
I think I should go much faster.
There's always a new time. There's always a time. You know it.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna always. You can always want to try and get a bit faster, even if it's that minute faster. Yeah.
I'm still lucky. Like when I change PBs, it knocks loads off. You guys are the business end of it, where me and Nicky, I used to have this argument all the time. Like to him, 2:59:59 and 3:00:01 is miles apart. To me, it's the same time.
Second count, I've told you.
No, it does, absolutely. Good. That flew by again, Tom. I think we've covered pretty much everything, all the distances. Nick, did you have anything else you want to ask before we take a break?
No, I don't think so. I think we went over everything. What was Race to Stones like as in an atmosphere and the route?
Yeah.
And it is one that I like to do in the film.
Yeah. I would definitely recommend it. Long distance and trail runners in general are just so nice, so chatty. Spoke to loads of people. We had really nice weather. It was a bit hot, but it wasn't horrendously hot. The views were fantastic, and the pit stop stations were really good. There was just so much there. So yeah, it was a big eye opener really compared to all the other races I've done. It was something completely different.
Yeah. It's got a big got a sort of a big good name in the UK, haven't it? It's a big one that people do like to go and do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
To keep
Like
it
you
on.
said, with the trail running, because we've started recently. We do a couple of the run. We done one a couple of weeks ago with We Run Wales down this way. I don't think they venture up as far as you, but I'm sure there's trail running clubs up there as well. But they are. It's more of a relaxed kind of running, and more of a right. We'll run for a bit, and then we'll stop for everyone else to catch up. Not so much when you're racing it, but the trail environment is really chatty and really friendly as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
I quite like
I
it.
got a couple of trail races, and I do always find like if you're running by someone, they all talk to you. Whereas on a road race, you don't really get that.
No, roads.
Trip you up on the side. But, no, I do really enjoy. I really enjoy trails. Yeah, and you're not looking at your watch all the time. You're just running.
Yeah.
I'm not a
looking
very
at my
competitive
ankles.
person, so I find it quite hard to be competitive sometimes. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Tam. We'll take a quick break, grab a drink, and then this or that, some questions off Instagram, and let you get out for your run, is it?
That's great. Thank you. Yeah.
There we are. Good. Excellent. Be right back. Welcome back. Couple more minutes. We've still got Tammy before she shoots out for a run. Obviously, we've got this or that with Nikki, then some questions off Instagram, and we'll wrap it up with our 2 staple questions. Ready, Nick?
Yeah, here we go. Tam, for you now this week, this or that. Hills or headwind?
Hills.
Music or not music?
Music.
Trail or road?
Road.
Finisher's tee or a lower fee?
Finish a tea.
And you running miles or Ks?
Miles.
Yes, good answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Rain classes.
It's a very controversial one, I think, and a lot of people like, well, Ks is the, what do you call it, metric system. Why don't you just run in? No, miles are easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot less of them.
Yes, and there's less of them, exactly.
I change mine every couple of weeks. Like, I don't know why. Like, if I get fed up with them.
Yeah, but how would you then? Because I done it once.
Confused.
But I told me once, do it for, I think it was supposed to call 10K last year. He said, oh, run it in Ks, because then you got more accurate time of the race as it's going on. But then I was running, and my mind and my math couldn't work out what the pace was equating to what I'm used to in miles, and like I was all over the shop. I didn't have a clue what was going on.
I'm in K at the moment because I can't look at a number that starts with a double figure as my per minute or whatever. Per mile. So if it was per miles, I'd be like on 10, 11 minutes. I can't look at that.
What's wrong with that?
That is double figures, isn't it? Too slow. I know why you don't like 5 and 10Ks as well now, Tam. Because the finisher tees are shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they are better. Although I didn't get anything for the ultra. So
Did you?
That's it.
I got a t-shirt. I got a medal.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty big medal, to be fair.
But that's all right then. Any more this or that before I rudely interrupted?
No, that was it. That was me done. Over to you.
Okay, cool. Right. Right, I remember this. I made the same mistake again. Your questions have disappeared from the box I put up the other day. But who is your favourite training partner?
Oh, I haven't really got one. I run with quite a few different people. So I guess I kind of like to mix it up a bit. So yeah, so apart from my son, who's in my buggy with me training, I think, I like having people to run with.
But you're upsetting people now. It was, I remember, even an apology to camera shy runner.
Ah, yeah, Cardi. Yeah. Although I don't get to run with Cardi that often.
No. But at least I know she was looking at our stories anyway. So that's a good start. When you come into My Stake Park Run, that's obviously from the girls up in My Stake Park Run.
Yeah, I do do that. That'll be this year at some point.
Yeah, we do takeovers now and again. It's tricky, innit? But it's far. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because Carly and the guys from Park Bryn Bar came down the other day, and we just take it for granted until we had to do the return leg, and then I had to pick Nikki up at 7:30.
Yeah.
It's a long way to me from Park Bryn Bar.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like, I tell you what, girls from My Stig Park Run, you got to go and cash one up in Caerleon first, and then
Yeah.
Tammy come back down.
Yeah, they do get out now and again because they have like other.
They do, yeah.
And they do go and travel to a couple now and again.
There we are. Good. What's the weirdest thing you've had, question you've had asked you on Instagram? Anything?
I don't think I've had, apart from a few like weird ones of dodgy, like guys.
Yeah, guys, profile photos, like.
Yeah, I don't think
No
I've
one
really
wants to see a runner's feet anyway, do they?
Yeah.
No, all right, cool. What song are you adding to our playlist to run to?
God, I'd probably stick in a Disney one, to be fair.
And what's it?
Yeah, because so I
You
on my
went to Disney, yeah.
I just put on random stuff, so I'll stick in a Disney one just to take my mind off it, and like it does kind of makes you laugh a bit when you hear it come on. So
I can't even imagine how magical it is to be running through the Newport lanes to Aladdin, A Whole New World when the sun is shining. Yeah, let's add all the Disney songs. Which Disney song would you add if you had to add one?
Maybe a Frozen or something.
Yeah, okay.
Zootopia. And what's it called? Zootopia. That's a pretty good playlist on there.
Zootopia is underrated.
Yeah, they got
That's
some
a
pretty
good
good
Disney
songs
film.
on it.
Yeah, okay. And I hope I can find that on Instagram Reels to put it to. That's what I normally do. But who's going to play Tammy in a movie of her life?
Oh, I got to try and think of actresses' names.
Not much into films.
I'm rubbish with names. Let's say Julia Roberts when she was a bit younger.
Yeah. I always remember, the only one thing I always remember Julia Roberts, when she was in the newspaper after Notting Hill, because she had hairy armpits, didn't she? And that was like the big, massive focus, that she hadn't shaved her armpits, let alone made Notting Hill. There we are.
Pretty curly. So, yeah, let's go
there
for
we
her.
Are. Excellent. Thank you very much for your time, Tom. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think we've covered pretty much everything. Nick, any questions before we shoot off?
No, I don't think so, mate. I enjoyed that. Thanks, Tammy, for your time, and good luck with your run for that London Marathon. I'm sure you'll get that 3:30. Work hard, as you know, and I'm sure you'll get that on the day.
And we'll probably bump into you down Cardiff 10K or Cardiff Half before the year is out now anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There we are. Lovely. Nick, do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, that's another week flown by with us at the runs. And Tammy, thanks for coming on again. And we'll see you at podium start line on the weekend, hopefully, guys. So have a good week.
There we are. Lovely. Thank you very much.